my morning coffee, journaling a little bit, reflecting and writing postcards. But I'm just basically trying to plan the next few steps for the Dolomites, and I think I've had this kind of mind with comparison and comparing my trip to others' trips, not from visual aspects but from reading. Say I Google the best roads to ride on a motorcycle through the Dolomites, and then loads of results will come up, and you'll have different suggestions or different ways around, or looping around, or going through, or whatever, and it just makes me feel like I've really underprepared my trip. Whereas thus far, if I've just checked the night before and then done it, and had like a couple of points plotted on the map and then found stuff in between, it's been the best. It's all been beautiful regardless of where I go, and I've come across some incredible passes so far, and I think it comes back to going easy on yourself again. On myself again, because I keep finding myself thinking, oh, I should have planned this better, I should have thought it through more, I should have got the routes better, so I hit places the whole way through. But realistically, I'm on a road trip. I'm also here to explore places that I might not otherwise have been to or found, so I'm going to plot 4 or 5 passes out through the Dolomites, or spots out through the Dolomites, and then the rest of it I'll just kind of find my way through. If you're doing a trip like this, just slow down and try and find the slowness sooner rather than later, because I've still got time. I don't know how long I've got. I've not fully worked it out yet, but yeah, just try and settle in and slow down and take your time with the journey and enjoy all of it the best you can, and don't be in a rush, because I'm not in a rush, like literally not in a rush, but I feel like I'm in a rush sometimes to keep going forwards. That's the morning chat today. Okay guys, we are all packed up and just leaving this campsite, and I thought I would test out. See you, mate. I thought I would test out the chest mount, but I've got a feeling it might not actually work with the tank bag being right in front of it. We shall see. And welcome to the Italian countryside. I was thinking this morning, obviously I was chatting about having a plan and where to go, and it can be quite overwhelming, but also I figured this morning, and I've had a word with myself really, that just being here is enough. Yes, I want to go and see as much as I can and do as much as I can, but also just being here, out doing it on the road in Europe is enough. I don't have to see everything available, so yeah, that's a realization I've had this morning. Just doing the trip in itself, being here, camping out, seeing the scenery, riding through mountains like this, and just seeing different landscapes and being in different countries is enough. And then everything else that comes along, the beautiful roads, the mountain passes, the food, the people, is just all an extra bonus. I'm gonna pop in here and grab some food before I carry on. And then get on the road. But yeah, it's insane the amount of bikes that are around here. It's just like everyone's smiling, everyone's having a good time, no one's racing around. They're obviously coming back from the Dolomites, or that kind of way, I guess, and just having the time of their lives. It's really beautiful to see. There's breakfast in the bag from the Spa shop today. I might pop in and grab a coffee before I leave, and then do a nice long ride toward Bolzano. and then beyond that it's kind of almost the beginning of the Dolomites. So it's not too far away, a couple of hours. So I'm going to eat, grab a coffee, and then just hit the road for the next few hours, get towards that, and then work out what I want to do for the rest of the day, carry on, or stop and find a place to sleep. I've obviously also got an audition to do today, so that's got to happen at some point, but maybe that'll happen in the middle of the woods, who knows. I've just turned off the highway, and right in front of me are the mountains that we are heading towards. I'm really enjoying Italy so far. Really enjoying the roads, the shops, the people. It's nice, and the temperature's warm, but it's not hot. Obviously I'm in northern Italy right now. I've only been here now for about an hour and a half riding through Italy, but I can honestly say I've fallen in love. I think it's the most beautiful place that I've ridden through yet, and I'm not even in the mountains. It's funny, you can kind of feel the calmness around you. In France and Switzerland, I really struggle to slow down and you know, take a breath, whereas here, you can just feel it. The whole place feels slower. There's colour everywhere. There's plants, flowers, fruit, the architecture. Just everything is nice to look at. And I'll be honest, even riding through town, I've had a lot of fun just taking it easy. You know, I've been riding mountain passes for so long now. I mean, I've been riding through France and Switzerland for the past 2 weeks, literally just in mountains. It's been quite nice to get down for like an hour and just ride through some small towns, get a coffee, get a little bite to eat, take a breath. And I guess it's more of a cultural thing as well. It's just slower. It's a slower way of life. And the weather here is just perfect. I mean, down south it might get a bit hot, but right now up here the sun's out. There's a really nice cool breeze. I've got a jumper on. I've got my leggings on and trousers over the top, the boots on as well, and it's just kind of perfect to be here right now. And I'm about an hour away from kind of heading into the mountains, so it's just been such a pleasant ride so far. I mean, look, these little mini tractors they use are incredible. Love them. What a great idea. I guess they're made to go in between, or something to do with going in between the fruit or the smaller kind of tracks they have for that. But also they're great for the road because they don't get in the way, and they also don't fuck up the roads. Welcome to Bolzano. And I'm definitely starting to feel the heat now. It's warming right up. It's still nowhere near as bad as what it was in the south of France. That was kind of unbearable. But it's definitely getting warmer. Oh boy, I keep trying to film some of the actual location for you to see, but every time I turn the camera on, I hit a red light, so I'm just sat here for like 5 minutes. But I don't know if you can see this. That's a beautiful bike, 650 GS. Wow. Old school. I don't know if you can see right in front of me right now, but there are some pretty damn big mountains. Okay, it's round and round and roundabout several times because Beeline seems to be trying to take me down a cycle route. I sure hope that it's not set onto bicycle setting, because that would not be good. I am at a fuel station, just got some fuel, and it's getting warm, but I'm heading back up into the mountains now. So I've just been through Bolzano, and now I'm heading towards Vigo di Fassa, and then after that I'll be heading toward the Falzarigo Pass, which is up in the mountains, and I'm sure it'll be a bit cooler up there. So that's the plan for today. I don't really want to go much further, because then after that I've got another 4 stops planned. So I'm planning to get to about the Falzarigo Pass today and then stop off somewhere around that area. As you can tell, it's all very unplanned. I'm kind of really winging this whole trip and just seeing what I find on the way. Could definitely plan it better. I think a note would be to do less and plan a bit more, but I'm really enjoying it anyway. It's been a lot of fun, and it just means there's always a bit of uncertainty with where I'm going. And I think doing it with other people would make it easier, because someone could then look up routes while someone else could look up where we're going to stay, and I'm just having to do all of it at the same time, as well as audition and do everything else on top of this trip, which is coming in hard and fast. But still pretty beautiful. I'm going to jump back on the back. We are back in the mountains, and as much as I did love riding through town, I'm super happy to be back up here. And it's cooling down already. Yeah, we're back in nature, guys. This is what we're here for. I still stand by what I said earlier. I think I'm definitely in love with Italy. The roads up here aren't as smooth and perfect as what I have ridden through France and Switzerland, but I think I prefer it actually, with the potholes and the cracks. We made it to the Dolomites. Look at it. Super special here. I'm sweating buckets, but I've had a coffee, had loads of water, had a little snack, and now I'm going to carry on riding for a bit through the mountains. See if I can find a quieter, less touristic spot to stop off and take a look. Whoops. Alright, so because I got this self-tape to do, this audition, and it's quite an important one, I've had to book a hotel. I actually thought I might be able to do it in the woodland somewhere, but around here there's just so many people parked up everywhere. So I had to book a hotel. That was £85, which includes breakfast, so it's not cheap. And I've really spent a lot of time today looking for accommodation. I've looked at Airbnb, and everything around this area is about £100 plus for one night, and the only cheaper ones that I can find are about an hour's drive away. So I've booked this hotel. It's a half an hour ride through the Dolomites, And it just means that tomorrow I can wake up, have breakfast, chill out, and then come and explore the Dolomites some more, because I've only been here for about an hour so far. But the issue I have today is that I do need to stop quite early to get this tape done. Yeah. And there's no point in rushing through the Dolomites. I mean, it's a beautiful area, and I guess what I have to kind of do is just make up for spent money over the next few days and just cut back, try and find cheaper places to stay, maybe not get any more Airbnbs or hotels for a while. The issue yesterday was that the campsite was just so expensive. I mean, £35 to camp, well, €35 to camp, still is quite expensive. Oh yeah. A question that I've been pondering on the past few days is, would I be doing this trip and experiencing this whole trip differently if I wasn't vlogging it as well? And logistically, yeah, of course it would be different. I wouldn't be trying to charge things all the time. I wouldn't be having to back up things. I wouldn't be spending time editing vlogs. But I do enjoy it all. So it's not a bother to me to do that. I also wouldn't have anyone to talk to on these rides. Obviously I still mingle in with people when I'm off the bike. Everyone's always up for a chat, but there's also a lot of riding involved. And most people you see riding around here have comms on, so they can either talk to the other guys they're with or to the passenger on the back. And I'm just solo. So yeah, that's the question that I've got right now. Would this whole trip be different? Would I be doing it differently and experiencing it differently if it wasn't for the vlog? And in what way would that kind of change my experience of it? It's just something that I'm really curious to a question that I'm curious to explore. Well, this is beautiful. Wow, look at these places. Oh my god. Okay, well, this has made me happier about spending the money now, that's for sure. Just gotta work out which one it is now. I actually have no idea what it was called. Oh god, this is so beautiful here. Okay, I'm gonna get off and find out where I'm sleeping tonight. That's not bad. Sweating buckets, I just carried all my bags up the stairs, but you know how I was saying things always seem to work out? I've asked about dinner and she's giving me dinner for free because I'm on my own and I've got a double room. So now I've got breakfast, dinner, £80. That's pretty good. So I'm really happy. It's been a really great choice. Dump the bags, self-tape, go for a ride, try and find some single track roads without bags on around the Dolomites. I've just seen a guy on a dirt bike, so I'm walking down to ask him if he knows of any good routes around here to go on roads a bit more like this. As you can see, I asked the farmers where to go and then he sent his daughter down. I believe it's his daughter. And apparently most of the roads around here are for locals only. So she's recommended me a great road to go down. Apparently it's really fun to ride. So I'm gonna hit that tonight before dinner. Stay tuned. So I cannot find any off-road tracks because apparently they're all private land and they don't really like people, tourists, such as me obviously, driving around on them. So I've been recommended, god, the bike is so light without the baggage on it. I have been recommended somewhere else to go. It's about a 20-minute ride along the road and apparently it's a really fun ride. So that is the plan. It was quite funny because I went down to ask the farmer and he spoke no English whatsoever. I don't speak much Italian, so I literally say hello, thank you, goodbye. So he called his daughter down, and his daughter just came down on like a, I don't know what it was, it looked kind of like a Honda, but I don't think it was, 125, 2-stroke. And that must be a joy to be riding around here because there's some incredible tracks you can just go off, but unfortunately apparently I can't go on them, so she's recommended me a road instead, which I'm going to go check out now. Yeah, look at that. That could be the one actually. I think that was the bike. God, it feels so good to have no luggage on. It also feels so good just to have a place to go back to tonight as well. And a free dinner. I mean, I wouldn't say it's free because obviously I pay for the hotel, but it's so nice of the lady that's running it to offer me dinner just because I booked a double room. She was like, oh, don't worry about it, you pay for a double and it's just you. So that's very nice of her. Anywho, let's find where this road is. Oh, it's beautiful here, look at it. By the way, I'm using the chest mount now, so I can't turn my head and show you around. But I really do love the view it gives you. It's like a first-person view of the bike. God, it's a little bit bumpy on here. That tractor is bouncing around everywhere. And I think this is the road. Yeah, this is the one. So, can't get any proper off-road stuff, but we do get a bit of a kind of same as the postal road that I rode up. Just a nice road to pootle along. There is a gravel track that I was walking on to talk to the farmers, but apparently it's very, very short and kind of boring and pointless to ride. But check out the city around here, it's so nice. I say city, I'm village, town. It's very Italian. And very beautiful. I don't know what this car is doing in front of me, but they're stopping starting a lot. Okay, and here we go.
Chance you've been waiting for, it's the light coming through the crack. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, come on. When life shows an open road, you know you should ride. Forget what you've been told and ride this open road. This open road. This open road. Boom, boom, that knock on your door is sounding further away. Don't lose sight, life was times before. This is now today. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, come on. When life in
god, I think that's the best road I've ridden yet. Take a look at this. It is so cool to be able to look back on everything that I've ridden so far. And the bike is incredible. Without the luggage on, it's just something else, honestly. It's like so nice to ride. Even with the luggage it's good, but without it, it's just like you know, you can really have some fun. And this bike is the best bike for it. I'm so glad that I've done this on the Royal Enfield, the Interceptor in particular. It's been such a great bike so far. I'm on almost 1700 miles now. And the only issue I've had yet is the engine light come on once. Otherwise it's been fine, and it hasn't come on again, so yeah, it's doing so well. And I think that's the end for today. I'm going to chill out now. I'm going to go get showered and check the bags, put my drying and stuff out, and then have some dinner and then go to bed. Probably upload and edit a vlog as well. We'll see. Wow.
Forget what you've been told.